Assalamualaikum and welcome to another episode of Zealfit TV. My name is Azmir. Today we're going to talk about the Eleiko XF80 Rig. Let me just start by saying Happy New Year to everyone. And this will be our first video for 2021 actually. And I hope that this year will be better than the last. Sounds like a Counting Crows song. I hope that we will get through this pandemic together and that everybody is safe and healthy. In any case, let me just give you a breakdown of the history of this XF80 rig that we have right here. So initially, before I rented out this place, my initial thought was to just have some platforms, the IPF combo rack, some half racks, obviously various barbells and also the various plates that Eleiko has. And then when I found this place, as you can see, the ceiling height is quite high. I think it's more than 18 feet if I'm not mistaken. So, and also at that time, I think it was probably somewhere around 2018 or thereabouts, where we just sort of sealed a deal with one of the big gym chains here in Malaysia. And what happened was the profits from those sales actually allowed me to buy the XF80 rig. And because of the height of this place, I went a little bit crazy. I should have, I didn't even thought about having something as high as this, which also includes the rope climb and also the rings. Initially, I just wanted the normal rigs that you usually see in most CrossFit boxes that do not have those tall attachments. But because we have such a high ceiling, I decided that, hey, heck, why not? So again, this place is ideally a showroom first and foremost. So, and I just thought that, why not? It'll show something different, and especially in Malaysia, where at that point of time we didn't have a lot of high quality fitness equipment of this nature, right? So a lot of gyms are equipped with Chinese OEM rigs. Some of them has rope, but for Eleiko, I believe this is the first one. So I went a little bit crazy and I just bought this particular rig. If I'm not mistaken, this is the wall-mounted 7.2 meters wall-mounted rig, if I'm not mistaken. So it has two stations and two tall uprights. So the upright is about 3.89 meters tall, and when we put in the lights, you see above me right here, I was kind of worried because it was cutting close to the height of the rig. But alhamdulillah, I don't know whether you can see in the video, but it's just about probably this length of this much length between the top of the rig and also the lights. So everything fits well, alhamdulillah. Now, the special thing about this video today is actually, and the reason why I'm doing this is I'm going to sell half of this rig to a customer. So before it goes out, I would like to, take the opportunity to do a video about the rig. So you'll see later on the dismantling process of this particular rig. Okay, I made a mistake. This is not the 7.2 wall-mounted rig. This is actually the 4.2 wall-mounted rig with rings and ropes. Now, the actual rings, the straps, and also the rope does not come with the rig. It only comes with the J-cup. Even the, I don't know whether you can see in here, but there's a wall ball target up there, and that also is not included. Not included as well is the safety arms. So those fitness attachments you can get it separately. What comes with the set is the like I said, the J-cups and also the brackets for the ropes and also the rings. Basically, the XF80 rig system, you can actually customize it to your liking. There are several framework pieces. These are all called framework pieces. So you have the uprights, the pull-up bar, the cross member, the trawler. I think it's called a trawler. Can't remember what it's called. And then the muscle-up bars and whatnot. So there are two basically for the most part there are two lengths. You have 1100 mm and also 1700 mm. So for example, this particular pull-up here is actually 1100 mm. And if you see the muscle bar up there, it's actually 1700. So based on this length, you can design your own rig system. You can have your own monkey bar, you can have more muscle-up bars or whatever multiple stations and things like that. So that depends totally on the space that you have and the type of height that you have as well. For the upright, you have, this is, if I'm not mistaken, about 2.7 meters high. And as I've mentioned, the highest beam is actually 3.8, 3.9 mm. I'm unsure whether they have something higher than that. I'll have to check. If not, you can just go over to www.eleiko.com under their, I believe it's the Rex and Rig. You can see in the framework pieces the actual height and what's available for you to make your own rig system. Okay. What I like about the rig is that, I mean, the first thing, I keep hitting this J-cup. What I like is the powder coating on the rigs. I've seen only one other rigs, which is from another brand, and the coating is not very nice. So once again, I might be biased. You have your own preference, but with respect to Eleiko's XF80 rig, the powder coating is really nice. Okay. Apart from that, there are a few attachments that you can have. I've mentioned the wall-mounted, the wall ball target. The one that I have right here is actually the old one. The new wall ball target has actually two targets. I think one is for female, one is for male. So I think that's pretty nice. The one that I have is just one single target, which is nice as well. But it doesn't. It takes up more space if you have female and male crossfitters doing wall balls. Okay, you have of course safety arms. The one that I bought with the rig is actually the old safety arm. It's slightly wider than the new ones, but the old ones uses the magnetic pin. The new ones just latches onto the rig itself. Some of the things that you can put in also is the glute developer. You can also put the Smith kit machine, which inshallah I will be getting maybe the next next shipment, if I'm not mistaken, maybe next two shipments. So you can put the Smith kit machine. You can have the dips, the dip module. So you can also put it on the uprights. So basically, any fitness attachment on the XF80 line can be fixed onto the rig system. Funny story happened with when I bought this particular rig. I wanted to buy a place for storage as well, so the salesperson in charge so recommended me to get this couple of framework pieces. And so when he came in, and I tried to basically put the storage in between the two stations, right? And I realized that if I did that, you can't even rack the place. And I was like, oh no. I sat down and I told the salesman, and I was like, he was like, oh no, and he apologized for making the mistake of recommending those particular framework pieces. But alhamdulillah, I figured out how to actually use that, and I'm going to show you right now what I did with those framework pieces. On my left here is the storage rack that I mentioned to you earlier. Now, I bought a few framework pieces, namely the leg, which is 2.4 meter. This is different from the actual rack. The actual rig. The rig here is 2.7 meters high, and obviously the tall one, as I mentioned, is 3.9. So there are various leg selections that you can choose from. As for the storage, I have the bumper storage. I have two kettlebell storage here, and also the wall ball storage. Now, you gotta attach this to something, right? I mean, it was supposed to be attached to the rig itself, but because of the problem that I mentioned, I had to figure out how best to utilize all these framework pieces. Now, thank God, I actually bought this little cross bar that you see. That is actually 300 mm. There's another option of 620 mm if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so what I did was I just wall mounted that crossbar, and then I mounted the leg to it. And as you can see, this thing is like really, really firm. And I have my storage rack. Okay, here we go. We're going to dismantle the XF80 rig. Alam, as usual, my handyman, my right hand man is here already. So make sure that you have a very tall ladder for you to actually bolt on the cross member to the wall. So just so you know that we are using the impact drill. That's one of the tools that you need to actually fix the rig to the wall or dismantle it in this case. FYI, we only use 2 bolts to bolt down this leg, and another 2 on the muscle up bar and 2 on the crossbar. Okay. And it's enough to hold the rig. So we're almost done. We took up the tallest upright, and now it's just trying to get the crossbar down. That's going to be a bit of an issue because we only have one ladder. Okay, so there you have it. We just dismantled the half of the rig that we have. It's going out to a customer tomorrow, inshallah. I couldn't show you the rest of the footage because it was probably not wise. It was a bit dangerous, but alhamdulillah, we managed to bring everything down safely. So hopefully the new customer will enjoy the half of the 4.2 wall-mounted rig. And that's it for me this week. If you have any questions about the XF80 rig, just leave your comments and questions in the comment section below. If you need to contact me, my email is in the description. Till then, I'll see you in the next Zealfit TV episode. Ciao.